Alright, so this is a review or reaction on Young's Teflon's album, or I don't even know what to call it. But anyway, it's the title of it is called Blood, Swag and Tears. And the reason why I said I don't know what to call it is because when he released this, it was basically in three parts. Basically. So, and it was like an EP rather. So now he's compiled it together and you get basically there's 3 volumes. All of them are, well, not all of them. Volume 1 has 6 tracks, Volume 2 has 6, and Volume 3 has 5 tracks. So he compiled it all together, much like what Rhapsody did with her album Eve. No, was it Eve? Yeah, no, yeah, Eve. And interesting enough, we'll get into it. Anyway, we'll get into it. I'll show you what I'll show the similarities. So I wonder if Rhapsody's been checking out Young's Teflon and tried to take his idea or inspired by his idea. Because this was released back in 2019 and I believe Rhapsody's album was released this year. Let me check something real quick. Give me a second. Because I could be wrong, but I'd rather be right. You know them ones there. Give me a second. Okay, they released it in the same year, 2019. Okay. When did he release her one though? It was in 23rd of August. Right, that's like a year ago now. And when did give me a second. But yeah, like I feel like it's a good idea to, you know, either chop it up into pieces so it's digestible for other people and put it in one. It's one of those things. This was released back in he released it first, 21st of June 2019. So he did it first. Yeah, so and the artwork is completely different as well. But with this particular artwork for the Young Swag and Tears, it's basically not cartoonish, but it's like artwork, digital. Would you call it digital artwork? Something like that. But you do see like there is 3, like behind him, it's like 3 slots basically. I don't know how to explain it, but you got red for the blood, then you got the purple for the swag, and then you got the blue for the tears, which kind of makes sense, right? And so yeah, and he's just, you know, leaning over, looking elsewhere. I don't know what he's looking at. Like, what is he looking at, fam? You hear me? But anyway, let's get into it. Like, because now I've been waffling for nearly 3 minutes. So with Volume 1, which it would be Blood, was intro, the Survivor Stories Part 2, 3 AM in Brixton, Broken Safety, Hustling, and Lambeth. Then Volume 2, which would be Swag, Juice featuring Avlino, Trophy, Brazy, Black Girl Magic. Interesting. Anyway, because I did another review of another artist who did a song called Black Girl Magic. You see what I mean? And what did I say in that? Only way to find out to go watch that review. And that was with Patron King. Anyway, so after Black Girl Magic is 140, then after that is Clout, then after that is Rehab, or Volume 3 is Rehab, then after that song Rehab is Aaliyah, which Rhapsody, she has a track on her album called Aaliyah 2. The irony, huh? There's no such thing as coincidence. And then Street Life after that, then there's School Clothes, then there's Song Cry. So yeah, I mean pretty much the whole concept. I like the concept of, you know, the actual title, Blood, Swagger, or Blood, Swag and Tears, mainly because that's essentially what you're doing. Like, especially living in South London, you put in your blood, swag and tears. Like, you go through, I don't even know, go talk too tough in certain situations, because I don't know other people's situations, but everyone's circumstances are different, but also there also is a commonality between certain things of trying to achieve certain something. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, when you put in your blood and you're looking swaggy, doing what you're doing, and sometimes you go through some tearful experiences. You may not cry, but like the song "Song Cry" that he did, which is he sampled. If I remember, I think he either sampled the Jay-Z "Song Cry" or used some of those lyrics. Do you see what I mean? So, and in that song, he says, "Can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry." It's essentially that. Do you see what I mean? So I like how he created his body of work. I think it's very smart, and I think he should continue on with that kind of concept. Because I think this is what I genuinely think. Yeah, when an artist is branded in a certain way, you know that that is that artist. They do that. They do that, and you check out for them for that particular situation. Like it's from them. I'm not saying that he shouldn't release like a full album that's like 20 tracks or 15 tracks, because he can if he wants to. But I'm saying the format of having 3 volumes or 2 volumes or whatever and releasing it one by one and then compiling it together, I think it's a smart move to do. But anyway, that's just me. But as usual, I take one song in context or out of context. It is what it is. I'm just trying to survival stories, right? Because look, ultimately, when it comes to life in general, life is about survival. Yeah? So I'm sure you can agree with that. Life is about survival. But you end up thriving in certain situations. But ultimately, life is about survival. Once you understand that, you understand what you can do and what you cannot do within your moment and your circumstances to survive. So this is why it's important to have the right knowledge amongst everything. Yeah, everything. So if you click the link in the description box below, you'll get access to online courses where you'll be able to get the knowledge, so you're able to make the right decisions, where you're more than just surviving, you're actually thriving. Yeah. But yeah, back to the album. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, mainly because it's just a concept. So you can tell, like with Volume 1, that's the blood concept. Then Volume 2, that's the swag concept. Then Volume 3, that's the tears. Like you can tell with the title, the songs, and all that stuff there, and what he's rapping about, and all that stuff there. So I feel like he's done a great job. Looking forward to hearing more from him. And this is not trying to be biased just because he's from South London too. I'm just being real with you. Like, it's like when an artist is in the element of creativity and they're able to create a body of work where you can actually fully appreciate it, that's when you know they got something special there. Like that, I recommend you go listen to. The link's in the description box below, where it says, the link's in the description box below. So make sure you go stream that album, go stream it. And yeah, other than that, if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss in our videos, go ahead, leave that in the comment section below. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.